second day that we were with Evans, I was asking questions, and Nick, my business partner, was there behind the camera, and I would ask Wisner a question to ask to Evan. He'd say, he'd look at my head and shake no, or he'd translate. I could tell he was translating half the question, and then I'd be like, okay, we can't ask that one, or else we might get shot. And the men behind them were stroking their weapons and giving us dirty looks.
They have their weapons and even the kids.
So every time we'd ask Bazou or Evans or even T-Blanc was a little easier, but Bazou or Evans a question that was that his gang didn't like, they'd pull out their guns and they'd stroke their guns and try to make us stop asking the controversial questions.
Knowing who he is and what he used to do, so we were very nervous at this time. And
can you tell me what did he do that was so bad?
You know, he take people, he kidnap them, and when he wants, he just take one of them and kill him. It's like when Father Rick said, sometimes he just one of the people that he kidnapped and said, okay, I want to kill someone today, and just take it and kill him. Even they gave him the ransom, so he said, you know, he doesn't need the ransom and just kill him.
Okay, so let me jump in here. T-Blanc was the second gangster that he was, I mean, horrible. He kidnapped and killed, but he was a nicer guy to interview at least.
Yes.
And he was in hiding a couple months afterwards. But
he was hiding by area.
Yeah. So what Wisner's saying is that I
saw him.
He went out one day 2 months later and saw T-Blanc in hiding and got really nervous.
Oh yes, all my family. We check the doors twice before we go to bed at night, and we look at outside before I leave. So I didn't want him to recognize me. You know, he was buying his stuff at the same small store with me. So whenever I go to buy one Coke, I can see him on the street. And
so you were afraid of getting killed, really,
oh yes,
by T-Blanc because he would recognize you and you would betray where he was hiding.
Yes.
Go for it if you need to answer. So that's the story. 2010, back in Haiti after the earthquake.